All right, guys, welcome back to Let It Roll. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over my favorite strategy and break it down bit by bit so you can understand exactly how it works. The reason I want to do this is that when you understand how a strategy works, you really understand when it's winning and when it's losing. I don't know if any of you ever go to the casinos and you're putting money up there thinking you're winning, and by the time you cash out, you're actually down a little bit or you didn't win as much as you thought. That used to happen to me a lot. I realized that you need to understand what strategy you're playing and how it wins and how it loses. So that's one of the things I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how this strategy makes money and how this strategy loses money so you totally understand what's going on. The other thing I want to accomplish is show you how you could play it less aggressive or more aggressive. And I want to also show you different amounts and things that you could do to make adjustments. All right, guys. So let's start off first of all by showing the strategy with two different amounts. That way you can understand how it works. Okay, this top amount is going to be with the more aggressive, more amounts played strategy. Okay, this is going to be $160. All right, this is how we're going to play this strategy with $160. Now, let me explain real quick. My favorite strategy doesn't have an amount tied to it. Basically, what it is the layout. My favorite strategy consists of covering every single number on the board. Now, what I want to do when I cover every single number on the board is basically make a certain amount of money or a certain amount of actual rolls is really what I'm shooting for. So if you look at the layout here, they are exactly the same layout. So my favorite strategy consists of this layout, not a certain amount. Now the differences between the amounts is that the more risk you take, the better profit you're going to make. The more you're going to lose if it doesn't go your way. So let's look at, first of all, the ways that it'll win and the ways it'll lose. And it's going to be for both of these strategies. All right. So the way that either of these strategies work is that you have to hit 3 consecutive rolls in order to go into the positive. All right. So that's how this strategy wins. If you have a 7 within 3 rolls before you go to 3 rolls and regress, you're guaranteed to go backwards. You're not going to win. All right. Now, if you can get past 3 rolls, then you're going to win that hand. The other thing people don't realize is the casino has a major advantage basically on how you lay your money out. You could lay your money just on the 6 and 8, which they say is fairly common, and possibly win money that way. But I've also been at the casinos and laid just the 6 and 8 or even the inside. And yeah, the dice rolled 9 times, but I only got 2 scores on it. So let's say you had 22 inside. There was 9 dice rolls, but only 2 of them were actually a hit. So I won $14, lost $22. So some people may say, yeah, just put less money up there. The problem with that is, yes, you're going to lose less money, less risk, but it's going to be hard to win that way also because a lot of times the dice don't hit those numbers, even though they're supposed to be the most common numbers. Or they don't hit them enough for you to actually get into the profit. But yes, they will work sometimes. Just like I say, any strategy will win and any strategy will lose. It just depends on how the dice rolls. So basically what I want to do is I want to take more of a risk for up to 3 rolls. That way I'm guaranteed to score on each of those rolls. All right, and that's why I lay it out across and cover the C and the E. All right, so what can we do first of all? Now we know how they win and how they lose. What are some of the things we can do as far as adjustments? We'll make it less aggressive and more aggressive. All right, so one thing you could do if you want to get less aggressive, you could either choose either of these two and anything in between. You could choose, the 64 across. You could choose 96 across, whatever it is, and cover your C and E. The amount doesn't matter. It's the way that you deal with the amount you have on there that matters. So you could go 96 across for 3 hits and then come down below your profit margin and continue to play. The other ways you could be less aggressive is you could take 3 hits and then turn your bets totally off. Don't even come down under the profit. Just count your blessings that you made 3 hits and move on to the next shooter. You can also just take 2 hits instead of 3. You could take 1 hit instead of 3. But you've got to factor in the fact that however much you make, if you plan on staying in on the roll, you've got to come down below the profit margin to stay in the roll. So if you only took 1 hit on that 165 across, if you hit an inside number, you're going to profit 30 bucks. So anything that you play under $30, you're still guaranteed to win. The problem is when you play smaller money like this, is that if you won 7 bucks, you can't really do much. There's not much room to work to come down to stay on the table. So the good thing about this strategy is as long as it's not a 7, you're going to win some money because you cover every number. The bad thing is you've got quite a bit at risk to take advantage of collecting on every number. That's the gamble, guys. So it's totally up to you how you want to do that. All right. So some of the other things you could do to be like more aggressive is instead of coming down after 3 rolls, or not necessarily coming down after 3 rolls, but instead of collecting each of your first 3 rolls, you could press 1 roll, you could press 2 rolls, and if you want to be super aggressive, you can press all 3 rolls. But what that means is that instead of collecting 30 on the first roll, and then if you 7 out, at least you won 30, lost 165, so you really lost 135. What that would mean is if you press that first roll and then through the 7 on the second roll, you still lost 165 because you didn't collect anything at all. But that could be aggressive. You could press once, semi-aggressive. You could press twice. That's really aggressive. And you press 3 times, and that's crazy aggressive. All right. And then, like I said, you could do things like if you want to be less aggressive, you could start with the 165, get 1 hit, and maybe pull down your 4 and 10. So now you're just on the inside. All right, but you are losing a couple numbers, so that second roll might be a 4 or a 10 and you don't get paid. But there again, every strategy I do, whether it's a subscriber strategy or my strategy, it's basically a base starting point. What I mean by that is this layout is a base starting point. It isn't exact science where it's going to stay like that continually. You make adjustments, what you see at the casino. One adjustment, for example, is I may still lay out 160, but instead of laying a $25 4 and a $25 10, I might make them a $15 10, a $15 4, and make my 5 a 35 instead of 25, and my 9 a 35 instead of 25, because the 5s and 9s are hitting quite a bit. So every strategy I do, remember, it's a base starting point to kind of get a feel for what the table's doing, and you can make adjustments off of that. Another thing you could do, if there's very few craps numbers being thrown, then just take your craps one down instead. You know, go ahead and lose 1 or 2 out of 14 rolls. But if there's 7 out of 14 rolls that are craps number, you might want to play the craps. You might play the filled instead. I mean, like I said, it's a base starting point, and then you adjust from there. So those are adjustments, playing less aggressive, more aggressive. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and actually practice it a little bit, and I'll kind of explain some of the things I'm thinking as we're playing. So, all right, guys, I'm going to have Josie throw for me. So let me get this set back up real quick, and we'll see how we end up. Now, what I want for you guys to do now, since I've explained everything, is I'm hoping that you understood what I was trying to get across to you guys. And now, as we're playing, you should be able to tell if we're winning or we're losing because you understand the strategy first of all. And then you'll see the adjustments I'm making based on what the table's doing. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and play the 160. I'm going to play a little more aggressive. Some of you might start out with the 32, but like I said, if you start real low, there's no way to go backwards. Like when you regress, you're not going to make much money. So I'm going to take the chance with the 160. Okay, dice out. All right, so yo 11. Now I will play the pass line sometimes, and sometimes I won't play the pass line. Kind of simulate the casino also. The other thing is I will never ever work on a come out roll ever. And honestly, that's another adjustment you can make. You know, this is a base strategy, base layout, how to start. If you want to work the come outs, go ahead and work the come outs. You know, it's because honestly, it's just going to matter how the dice roll. You know, you may work the come outs and I may not, and we might do the exact same strategy and you might end up winning more because the come out plus the first two rolls were good and you worked the come out. I didn't work the come out, and on the third roll was the 7. So you made money, I didn't. Oh, I'm supposed to have a 5C. Okay. All right, that is actually the best number we could hit with this strategy because we're going to lose this, but we're going to get paid $50 for the 4. All right, dollar VIG payment. So this is the most we could win with any number as the 4 and the 10. Okay, that's 1 score. I'm going to replace my C&E. So remember, I could come down now with a $50 profit and I could start playing 22 inside. But I'm going to go ahead and end up making a mistake. See, that's where the gamble comes in. It's a base starting strategy. You do what you need to do. If the table keeps throwing early 7s, I might just stay up for 1 hit. That's where the adjustments come in. That's where you need to understand. So, all right, we hit the 7. So we're going to lose this $165. I did fortunately collect 50, so I ended up going backwards 115 on that. All right, we're going to try it again. This is going to be shooter number 2. I'm going to play a $10 pass line, act like I'm the shooter. Started with $1,900, just so you know. Okay, point is a 6. All right, so the point is a 6, so I'm going to go ahead and lay out my money. Now, the other thing you can do too is instead of playing the C&E, I had a subscriber say, why don't you play with the horn with a high, which we could do that. So you can make that adjustment. Let's go ahead and we'll do a horn high ace deuce. So that's my $5 payment instead of this. And instead of the 6 getting the $30, I'm going to go ahead and put it behind the pass line. All right, and we are now ready to roll. We still got every number covered. Okay, and there's the 7. So this right here is exactly what I want you to start understanding. You know, this is how you understand. It doesn't even matter this strategy right here, losing with 3 rolls. Any strategy you play will pretty much lose with early 7 outs. There's some that you can kind of finagle, but for the most part, you ain't going to make any money if there's early 7s. Even before 3 rolls, any strategy you play, you know, you can't make money when there's that many 7s that early. But sometimes the tables do that. The thing is you understand what I'm talking about. The only way to win with this strategy is you got to get past 3 rolls. Okay, craps 3. Since I wasn't playing the pass line, since I'm not the shooter, then nothing happens to me. Okay, 6 is the point. Hopefully we'll get a decent roll, and you'll see how quick it is to make up the money though with this amount out there. So that's why they say you need enough for 10 shooters. I'm going to go ahead and do a horn high ace deuce again instead of the C&E. Okay, and there's a hard 6. That's the point. So this comes down, but we win 35. And I'm going to keep this so I remember I have 1 score. Don't work any come-outs. If you want to work them, you can, but I know that that's in my rack as 1 hit. Okay, point moves to 10. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and place my horn high ace deuce. Remember, it's your choice if you want to play C&E or if you want to play a horn high. There's the 7. So this will definitely not make you any money. Hopefully what I taught you, you'll understand what I'm saying here. Oops, this 30 was actually mine. you understand. I mean, there's no way in heck you can make money with a strategy that's built to hit three consecutive scores before you collect. Oh, that's a loss. Okay, ace deuce. How come we can't hit that when I've got the horn up? Okay, 4 3 7s, lots of sevens tonight. Okay, 5 2 7. Honestly, it don't bother me that it's turning out this way because it's really tough at the casino. There are going to be days like this, and that's why, okay, there's a yo. You know, it's good to see rolls like this too, because I don't sugarcoat anything. This is exactly what happens at the casinos every now and then. It can go either way. You never know. And just because it's going this way right now, don't mean this is how it's going to end up for me. All right, I still got enough for 6 shooters. We've done 4, so we'll see. I may end up totally losing, and that happens. But you guys have all been there. You know what I mean? But with this amount, you know, you might be able to come back. So, okay, 5. So that's the point right back. All right, so I get paid. I would have lost this. I don't even know if I put that. I'm going to put another one because I can't remember putting that there. So I would have lost that. Get paid 35. Puck is off, so I'm not working. All right. Okay, 10. So the point is 10. All right, we just need 2 more scores. I'm going to go ahead and play the horn high ace deuce. Hard 4, that's good. Like I said, those are the best ones for us. So fortunately now we've had 2 hits out of the 3. So we do lose this, but we win 50. And I'm going to pay my dollar vig. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and replace the horn high. Now we just need 1 more score, and then we can pull down and hope that this is the long roll to get us back in. Nope. Did you see, guys, how it went? It was here, and it kind of just stood up and doink. So we still went backwards on that hand. We haven't had 1 hand yet over 3. You can see there, that would match that. So we still ended up losing 85 bucks on this hand. All right, so here's where I was talking about adjustments too. Is it time that I adjust to 2 rolls? Try and save it for the last 5 shooters. Maybe go to 2 because the table can stay this way. And if it stays this way, then we're definitely going to lose money. So let's see what's up. I'm going to go ahead and put the counter for 5 more rolls. All right, so the point is 8. That way I don't forget. We get 5 more shooters. Let me put up my money. Other options are definitely to switch strategies too. I'm just sticking with this strategy because I'm trying to just show you this strategy. Remember, my main goal here is for you to understand this strategy, truly understand it. That way, if you decide you want to try it, you'll know how it wins and how it loses. Because just remember, it doesn't matter. If this strategy totally bombs in this video, it doesn't bother me one bit because every strategy can bomb. I already understand that fact. So, you know, it can win, it can lose. It just depends on how the dice roll. The key is to understand what's happening when you're playing with any strategy. Okay, 4 1 5. And that is the key. Whatever strategy you're playing, you need to know how it wins and how it loses. That way you can, you know, make adjustments if needed or move to a different strategy. But in all reality, as early as the sevens have been coming with this strategy, it doesn't matter what strategy you're playing. Most strategies will lose. Okay, there's a 6. All right, so that's 2 hits. I should probably come down because that's kind of what the table's been giving us. If I came down now, I'd have a $65 profit, but no. That could be an adjustment, though. I'm not saying you should stay up, but I'm going to. We got to get some long rolls. There's another 5. All right, here's a decision. How high do I want to go up? You know, I'm going to regress, so I for sure win on this hand. But how much do I want to leave on there? So I win 35. Okay, first of all, let me put this 5 here. I would have lost that because I would have played that. Now I win the 35. So right now I'm up 75, 85. I'm up $95. So I can say I've definitely won for this hand. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play somewhat aggressive still, but still guaranteeing a winning hand there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do, let's do 44, well 54 across because I'm going to do 44 inside. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to press 3 times before I collect 3 times. That's my hopes. Okay, so hopefully we can get 3 rolls. Sorry, hang on. Now instead of playing the horn, since I'm only going to do $2 bet, I'm going to cover 1 and 1. Because I don't want to pick 2 of the 4 to try to hit. I want everything to be hit. Okay, there's an 8. So that is the point. All right, so the puck is off. We lose this $2. We win 14 for the 8. And like I said, I'm going to press the first 3. So let's go ahead and press up that 6 and 8, 1 unit each. Okay, and I'm off on the come out roll, so I'm not going to play the C and E because those are live on the come out. Okay, craps 3. All right, there's craps 3 back to back. Parlay that, make some money. There's a 4, so the point will be 4. All right, I've had 1 score, so I'm going to press 2 more times if we can make it that far. And no matter what she throws, as long as it's not big red, I'm going to make money. And that money's getting pressed. And there's big red. So the thing you got to remember the fact that I had 160 up there. I got my 3 hits. I came down below what I had made. So in reality, I still profited on this particular hand. I'm still definitely down in my bankroll, but I profited on this hand. This is when you hope for a little bit longer rolls after you come down from your profit. And that's what you hope for. So in all honesty, I've kind of figured it out that if you can win 7 of the 10 hands, you're going to be somewhat even to up. If you win 8 of the 10 hands, you're guaranteed to be up money. And of course, 9 and 10, you're really going to be up money. So in all reality, I think I've already lost 5 hands. The odds of me actually coming out in the positive are really, really low unless she has some real monster rolls, which is okay. I mean, because I totally understand this strategy already. You know, you got to usually win about 7 hands if they're average hands. At least get past 3, and then anything after that, if it's kind of a short roll, you'll still win if you win 7 of 10. Meaning if you get past 3 rolls 7 of 10 times with minimal rolls after that, you're still going to win. But I think I've already taken a beating 5 times without collecting enough money to where if there's short rolls after 3 rolls, I'm still not going to profit. But if she can have some good rolls after I come down, if I can get the next 5 hands to be pretty good rolls, I'm going to still win money. Okay, so I lose this here. Pay my dollar vig. All right, we're ready. That's 1 score. Another one, nice. See, these are when you can come back. I mean, you can't count out any strategy. This one, you know, this one you can understand how you're winning and losing. So right now, I've won 90 bucks on this hand already. I could literally come down below if I wanted, but I'm going to stick to the 3 because, you know, it is what it is. See, if I would have come down, I would have profited on this hand. But there again, that's the choices you make at the casino. You need to decide for yourself what adjustments you're going to make. So looking at that, I ended up still losing basically 60, well, like 70 bucks because I got 100, but I put 10 over here in the horn bets. So I did go backwards on that hand again. Okay, 8's the point. And remember, what I'm trying to show you guys is not, you know, it's all I'm trying to show you guys is how to understand this strategy. And the thing that I would recommend from this video is that you understand any strategy you're playing, how it wins, how it loses, what it takes to win, so you understand what's going on. Okay, 6. So that's 1 score. Six again, that's 2 scores. And remember, one of the adjustments I could have made is I could have started pressing these ones to get a little more aggressive. I think I will. I think I'm just going to go for broke now. After this hand, I'm going to just start pressing my 3. And if I lose, I lose. It's basically a game time decision, adjustments at the table, how you want to attack it. Okay, there's the ace deuce. So that's my 3rd score. I had 2 on the ace deuce. So I'm going to just do this because that would have been 2. This goes away. So I'm going to get 30 bucks for that. All right. And now I'm going to go ahead and come down. No, you know what? Screw it. Let's stay up on this. We're going to stay up on this one for 3 more hands and I'm going to press. I'm going to just take a chance with this one because this is where I'm at. I'll still go down pretty heavy, but there again, like I said, adjustments. I'm going to start trying to catch up, which is probably a bad thing, but it is what it is, and this is how you need to decide at the casino what you want to do. That was a good score for me. Okay, I lose this, but I win the $50, and I had already paid the vig on that. So I'm going to go ahead and press for 3 rolls. Let's press that 5 and 9, and hopefully she can come out of it. 4, 3, 7. Man, that dice just really wants to find that 7 because it was moving off of it and it rolled back to it. All right, is that a dumb move? Some say yes. In all honesty, I would say yes also because the table has been pretty consistent. But this is kind of, you know, what you end up doing. I started with $1,900. You know, what am I gonna do? So it's basically based off of decisions, you know. I mean, I could just suck it up and say screw it, I know I lost, and, you know, kind of just start playing wimpy, or I could just stick with the plan and let the casino kick my butt, or I can fight back, put my gloves on and just fight as hard as I can. And, you know, I mean, I'm probably going to get knocked out, but I'm going to fight. Just how life is. You got to decide what chance you want to take. And this is what can happen at the casino. Okay, there's a 4. That's Did we hit the point as a 4? We did, huh? So that's a good one there for me. Okay, $50, $1 VIG. And I am going to press it. I'm pressing now. I'm going to press for 5. There again, that's an adjustment because this is a base strategy. It's not like it has to stay exactly like that. You start with it and you make adjustments as see fit. Oh, dang it, that would have been off. The puck would have been off, so that would have been the come out roll. So I would not have been working on this roll. She threw another 4, so the puck is on. This doesn't go away because I would have been off. So now we're working. So I have scored once. I'm looking for 3 more or 2 more. Okay, there's an 8. All right, so we lose this, but we win 35 for the 8. I'm going to go ahead and do my horn high ace deuce, and let's go ahead and press the 6. So that's the second score. 5, 2, 7. So guys, seriously think about it. This is how the table has been, and I haven't made the correct adjustments to adjust to what the table's doing. So, I mean, you know, I'm going opposite. I'm doing the opposite of what I should be doing. You know, it has been consistent for 8 rollers. 8 rollers now, and I'm forcing it because I'm trying to come back. So, you know, there again, it is what it is. I guess, you know, what I can do too is we can try this is, I mean, I may double the bets. Instead of 160, I may go 320 for 2 hits and then down. It's been pretty consistent, so let's try that. I mean, there again, it's a gamble, but this is a base strategy, like I said. So things that I have been seeing is that it's gone at least 2 hits, I think 95% of the time. Does it mean it's not going to bite me? Nope, doesn't mean that. But I'm going to go ahead and take a chance. Okay, so instead of me running the 160, let's go ahead and do, okay. Okay, so we've got 320 out there. I'm going to do a $10 ace deuce, and I'm going 2 rolls. Then I'm going to go to 160 for 3 rolls if I can make it. Okay, there's a yo 11, so I would have had, let's see, 4 on there. I would have had $2. 10. Yeah, I would have had $2 on the yo 11 based off of this. So I get $60 for that. And I'm going to press. I'm going to go ahead and press my 9 and my 5. I'm going to put 10 in the field. So that's 1 roll. That's 1 roll. I'm going to go ahead and put another $10. Golly, it bit me, guys. It bit me. Didn't even get past 2 rolls that time. So, definitely a cold table, you know. What's your other decisions you could have made? Walked away after 5 hands instead of trying to push through 10. Because my bankroll is basically shot. I think I still have 1 shooter actually. So I planned on playing with 1900, so I'm going to go ahead and right now I'm at 500, 600. I probably have about $700. I'm down about 1200. So with me actually saying, okay, I planned on playing with 1900, I might just go ahead and do 600 across, couple rolls, and come down. So that's what I'm going to do. You know, I had planned on taking a chance with 1900. What was it, a 5? You threw a 6? I wasn't paying attention. I think it was a 5, actually. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do going to do 620 across. Okay. Get $20 for these whites. And we're going to go ahead. I'm going to get black chip for this. We'll do a $5 horn high ace deuce, and we're going 4 rolls. I'm going to put some trust in there. Okay, 3, 2, 5. That's the point. So that's $140. Okay, so I win 140. Point is hit, so puck comes off. All right. We're not working. Okay, 6 is the point. Okay, two more hits at this. And then I'm going to try a couple at 320. Okay, 6, 2, 8. So that's another 140. Oops, I forgot to put my horn high. So remember, guys, this is the base strategy. I just ended up putting more money up there. All right, it's still the same strategy, just more money now. Still same concepts, just with more money. Okay, I started with 640. Okay, that's a 5, so I win 140. Lose my horn high. I get my 140. Now I'm going to actually come down. That was 3 rolls that I hit. So same pattern that I'm doing as I was doing with 160. I'm just doing it with more money on the table. Like I said, it's the same exact strategy. So I still understand what I'm doing. I'm not guessing at anything. I made what, $420 there. So now I'm gonna actually come under that 420, and I'm gonna play the 300 and what was it? So I need to get some change. I'm gonna get 8 greens. All right. Now I'm gonna play this hopefully for 3 rolls. So we're gonna do this. Still same strategy, guys, just more money. That's it. I'm gonna do a $10 horn high yo. Okay, aces. Oh man, too bad I didn't do horn high aces. Okay, so that's 1 hit, and I have $2 on the aces, so that's going to be a $60 hit. Okay, I'm going to put $10 on. Let's go back to back with it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and press. Okay, that's 1 hit. I need 2 more hits at this level, and then I'm going to drop down to 160. All right, there's a 6, so we lose this, and I've got $60 on that 6, so that pays 70. Okay, so that's 2 scores, so 50, 60, 70. So I'm going to go ahead and press up the 6 and the 8, and do my $10. Let's go with a horn high yo. Okay, there's the 7. All right, so we finished. All right, I left a lot of money out here, but I was willing to take that chance because I actually did good with my $100, my 640 across. So I did win on this hand, but overall I'm down quite a bit. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 720. 740, 750, 775, 800, 800, 815, 820, 827. So I basically lost 1,000 and change. Earlier today, I was trying to record it and my phone overheated while I was recording. We actually won like 2,000, I think it was around 2,400. I think we won, roughly profited like 600 or 700 on it. So like I said, it's definitely a strategy that can win. It's a strategy that can lose. There is no such thing as a perfect strategy. What I'm trying to get across is just understand the strategy. That way when you're playing, you could decide to walk away. You can understand what's going on based on the knowledge of what the strategy is. So, all right, guys, thanks again. I do have strategies still in my email that I need to get to, that I'm going to start getting back on Monday. After I do the strategy, then I'm going to play them for a little bit through the week, get some idea of how it works, kind of give the same type of scenario on, hopefully on Fridays. You know, I'll put a second video out about that strategy, giving the pros and cons, things like that. So, all right, guys, thanks again for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys soon.